Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to get patch tested for my eczema, and I thought I would kind of explain the process and just see if there are any results and just any information to anyone who's going to do it or wanting to do it. I just thought it'd be a useful video. I've never had patch testing before. This is my first time and I've been waiting about a year on the NHS to get this appointment, so I'm really happy. But so far I'm about to leave in about 10 minutes, but I'm going to show you what I'm bringing with me for the appointment. Okay, so I'm bringing a bag of just bits that I use on the daily because I think they need them for the patches. So I've got my lotion, which I use as my dog. My lotion that I use every single day. My simple moisturizer for my face. I've got my shower gel stuff. It's Simple brand. I just got a sample of it here, and on my phone I've also written down its ingredients in case they need them. I've also got my deodorant. This is the one I use currently, and it's got the ingredients on the back for them to see. And finally I've just got this Ariel gel pod that I use for my clothing, and I've also taken a note of the ingredients as well and put them on my phone in case they need them. So that's everything I'm bringing today. I'm about to drive. It's about a half an hour drive, and okay, I'm back. Here we go. So it's about a half an hour drive, and I don't think I'll film when I'm there because they probably won't appreciate that, but I will explain everything that they're about to do, and I'll show you the patches, like when they're on and what they look like and everything like that. So see you in a bit. Just arrived at the hospital and the weather is absolutely horrible. It's disgusting. I'm half an hour early, so hopefully they're running ahead and they're not running late. We'll see though, I'll keep you updated. So I just got the patches on and they feel really weird. They're only for 48 hours though. I thought you had to keep them on a week, so it's all good. And the appointment only took about 45 minutes, so it was so relaxed, and the nurses were so lovely. I'll explain more when I go home, but they just sat me down and then just like placed them on my back. So yeah. So I'm back home, as you can see. I just drove home from Exeter Hospital, and literally that was the quickest process ever. It took about 45 minutes and I put about 3 hours in the car park, so I was kind of annoyed, but it doesn't matter. I gave my ticket to someone, so it's all good. But yeah, it took 45 minutes, so I went in, checked in, and they wanted to know the creams, etc. that I was using currently, and I gave them a list and I showed them the labels and everything, and they were happy with that. They asked if I was on any medication, so I don't think you can be on steroids while you get the patches done for some reason. I'm not sure why. And yeah, then I took they asked me to take my top off, and I sat on the hospital bed and they literally just placed them onto my back. I'll show you a picture now. There's about 60 different substances, I think, and they're literally like things that we come in contact with all the time. So it can be products in moisturizers, in foundations, and perfumes, things like that, and also things like metals, plants, just literally things that our skin comes in contact with. So I really hope I see some results. So now I have to keep the patches on for 48 hours, and then I'm allowed to take them off myself. And they've given me a marker to like go around the boxes with again, just so they know where the patches are, like where they have been, to see if there's any results. And then on Friday, so it's Monday currently, and on Friday, 5 days later, I go back in to the same hospital and they just see if my back's had any reactions at all, like any rashes, disfigurement, like any like any bumps and things like that. So yeah, it's kind of uncomfortable. I'm not complaining because I've wanted this for a long time, but it's like I'm not allowed to shower, wash my hair, and I have to wear like really baggy clothing so I don't sweat. If the area gets wet, then like the tape comes off and things like that. I'll update you on how I get on throughout the week, and hopefully we see some progress. So it's been 2 nights since I've had the patches on, and I can say now they are very itchy. I don't know if that's because I'm getting results or whether that's just having the tape and everything on my back. But the first night it was such a restless sleep, like I can't even, oh, I literally woke up about 3, 4, 6 maybe. And for some reason my breathing was really shallow. I don't know whether that was like because of an allergic reaction or whether that was just because it was just one of those nights, but I was overthinking it so much and my breathing was like I couldn't take a full breath in, and I was just sat there in bed and I was googling like symptoms and stuff. But it turns out it's not actually a symptom of the patches, so we're all good. But maybe I was just being a hypochondriac, I don't know. So last night I had them on also, and I slept the whole night through simply because I was so tired, I think, and maybe it's because I'm getting used to them, I'm not sure. I'm getting them off today about 2 o'clock, which is 48 hours after my initial appointment on Monday. Off on the process of my dad taking them off, it literally is so quick. You just have to literally just peel them off and then put them in the bin.
Oh, there's some spots there.
Hello, my man.
So my dad's just taken them off as I've just shown you, and there are a couple of reactions at the bottom. I'm not sure what they are obviously, but I'm going to insert a picture of the reactions. I just felt them and they're slightly raised as well on my skin. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that means that there are some positive results. I'm just going to show you quickly in the mirror. So I'm happy to finally get them off. Now I have to wait for 2 days until I see the doctor again on Friday morning. I'm not allowed to apply any of my creams, any ointments, any moisturizers, anything, which is so difficult. And I'm gonna shower, finally shower for the first time in like 3 days. And I'll keep you updated on anything that I come across, etc. So yeah. So it's been about a week since that last clip was filmed, and the couple days before the doctors were basically me wanting to itch my back really badly, but I couldn't. And I couldn't put any creams on or anything, as I mentioned in the last clip, so that was kind of frustrating, but it wasn't unbearable, of course. But as the days went on, I saw a few different patches kind of become a bit redder and a bit more inflamed. And when I went to the hospital, I took my top off and they saw like all the redness, and I asked if they were allergies, and they basically said to me that because I have eczema, my skin's really sensitive anyway, so my back's gonna come out like that to different products, etc. And all I use at the moment are products with like minimal ingredients in, so my skin's gonna have a reaction. But they said that a couple of them especially came out a bit worse than the others, so I'm gonna read them and put them on the screen for you. So one of them is propyl gallate, and it said that's an antioxidant in cosmetic and pharmaceutical creams, etc. So, oh, and it's also found in foods like peanut butter, but I told them that I eat peanut butter all the time, but they said it's if it comes in contact with my skin, and I was like, oh, okay. Because that's not really going to happen very often unless I like spill some on myself. Oh, and it also says that lipsticks are a main source of that allergen, so I'm kind of a bit wary of that, although I've never had eczema on my lips, so it should be all good. And the second product that I'm slightly allergic to is Abital, and it's basically a component in mascara. It's a plasticizer in plastic materials. I don't really know what that means, to be honest, but from now on I'm going to look at these two ingredients, like look for them in products and things like that. Oh, and they also said I was slightly allergic to nickel, so that includes like jewellery if it's not proper silver, or I think that's it. So I'm kind of disappointed because I thought there'd be like a main allergen as to why my face puffed up like this towards the start of the year, because it's still a mystery for me. But I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing and just live my life, not let it stop me, because life's too short to let it get you down. So I definitely recommend patch testing, even if the results aren't as positive, as prominent as you'd expect, but it's still good to gain some information. They've given me lots of different like product information here. And there are about 60 different substances on my back, so it's definitely good to kind of see what your skin agrees with and what it doesn't. And overall it was a positive experience, the nurses were great. It was only 4 days out of my life, so I mean I was probably being really dramatic like most of the time in this video, but it's not that bad at all. It's a bit itchy, but that's it. And yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. It was probably kind of long-winded, but if you have any questions, let me know. Drop me a message. Also, I'm sorry this lighting's really bad. But yeah, thank you, goodbye.